Hey guys, my name is Anasia Lofton and I'm so glad to have you guys on a video with me as of right now. Now, if you are on this video, it's because of probably one reason. You're wanting to know how to use your Shift app with your MT4 app, being able to generate income. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm going to show you how you can actually do that. Without further ado, let's not talk too much. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video.
So the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and download our app MT4. Okay? So when you type in MT4, you should already have your MetaTrader 4 app downloaded, and then you're going to be able to open it. And the next app that you want to have downloaded is the Shift app. The Shift app, which is this one right here, once you have that downloaded, then you can then open this one as well. But now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start off with the MT4 app. Once it downloads, you want to go ahead and open it. Now, once you open, it's going to ask you to create a new account. So what you're going to do is on the very bottom, it says settings. Once you click on settings, you're going to go ahead and click on new account. Once you click on new account, you're going to go ahead and click on open a demo account. You guys are going to be totally mind blown from the consistency that this product has. So we're going to go ahead and click on open demo. And let's go ahead and look for the broker that our team uses to make money every single day. The broker that we use is KOT4X. We're going to go ahead and type in KOT, and you're going to click on KOT demo. Once you click on that, you're going to go ahead and fill out your name, your phone number, and your email so that it can also send you out an email of your trading account information. But then where it says account information, you want to go ahead and make sure your leverage says 1 to 500. And you also want to make sure your deposit says 3,000. And then you want to go ahead and click register. Now this information is your demo account information, and you're also going to receive it via email as well from the information that you had submitted before. After that, you're going to go ahead and click done. And boom. So now you have your quotes page. This is what you call a quote page, where you have access to all the currencies that you're wanting to trade. So as you see, there's 5 tabs below. You have the quotes, the chart, trade, history, and settings. In the sake of this video, we're going to go over all of those different things so that you have a clear understanding of how to utilize Shift and your MetaTrader 4. So as you guys can see on the page right here, these are all currencies that are being listed. So as you guys see on the very, very top, it actually says AUD USD. AUD USD means Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Now, all of these are currencies that are being exchanged for the value of another currency. Now, as you can see, the second currency says EUR USD. So that is the euro dollar versus the US dollar. So now that we understand that these are our currencies that are listed on our page, now let's talk about how to add a currency. Let's just say if you happen to receive a money text or a signal that says, hey, buy or sell XAU USD. As you see, this is not listed on our page. You can easily just go ahead and click the plus sign on the top right-hand corner. And don't mind all these lists of things. That's perfectly fine. You can simply just search it. And that's one thing I love about this. It's so convenient. Boom. So if you want to get a signal that says buy or sell XAU USD, well, guess what? You could just search it and click the green plus sign and add it to your list. Now, once you click back 2 times, you will see that now you have XAU USD on the far bottom of your quotes page. And now you're able to trade it, and so on with another one. So that is how you're going to add currencies as well. Now, if you want to remove currencies, you can just click on that pencil on the top left-hand corner. And then you can click on what you want to remove. Let's just say 5 other pairs. I can click on the pencil. And let's just say if I wanted to delete all of this, then I could just go ahead and delete it. And just click the trash. And then when I go back, I would only have 2 on my quote page. So that's how you add and that's how you delete currency pairs. Let's go ahead and click on our charts. Now, you guys, my chart may look a little hectic. That's okay. Naturally, so your chart is not going to look like this when you first start because I do have my own technical analysis on how I trade. That's why my chart is set up this way. But as a new trader, you're not going to have your chart set up this way. Okay, so now what you're gonna see is candlesticks. Now, as you guys can see, and for the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and remove some of my indicators. So when you first do this, your chart is most likely going to look like this. Now, the difference is that your candlesticks are going to be a little different. Me, I prefer blue candlesticks and pink candlesticks, but you might see white or black candlesticks, or you might even see green or red candlesticks. Now, our team trades with red and green candlesticks. Now, as you guys can see, there are multiple candlesticks on my chart. Now, when you guys, for the sake of how you guys will see your chart, most likely when you first come in, you're going to see either green candlesticks or blue candlesticks. So in my case, my candlesticks are blue. Anytime you see blue or green candlesticks, that means the market is currently going up in price. So the market was buying for this period of time. Now, if you was to see, in this case, usually you would see red candlesticks, but mine is pink. You would see that the market for that time period was selling, or it was decreasing or going down within that time period of the market fluctuating. So that's the only difference. When you see blue or green candlesticks, that means to buy. And when you see red candlesticks, in the case mine is pink, that means to sell. If you guys can see on the top left-hand corner, you see the time frames, right? It says M5. You also will see M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, H4, D1, W1, and MN. All right. So just for your reminder, the M1 stands for the 1 minute chart. The M5 stands for the 5 minute chart. The M15 stands for the 15-minute chart. The M30 stands for the 30-minute chart. The H1 stands for the 1 hour chart. The H4 stands for the 4 hour chart. The D1 stands for the day chart. The W1 stands for the weekly. And then you got the MN, which means the month. When you're looking at candlesticks, the candlesticks is representing a certain period of time the market has been, right? So for example, if you was to click on M1, each candlestick represents 1 minute of fluctuation in time. Like for example, right here, this red candlestick right here is going to close as soon as my time on the top left-hand corner becomes 2:03, right? Because every minute a new candlestick comes out. And then when it hits 2:04, there's going to be a new candlestick, right? And then when it's 2:05, then it'll be another new candlestick. If I'm looking at the M5 chart, I'm going to see that every candlestick represents a 5-minute chart. It's just representing 5 minutes of market movement within that time period. This is going to close in 2 minutes because it's a 5-minute candlestick. So if it's currently 2:03, that means in 2 more minutes, it's going to be 2:05. Then a new candlestick will come out, and then it will close at 2:10, and then 2:15, and then 2:20, and then 2:25, right? Every 5 minutes, a new candlestick will come out. Now, if I'm looking at a 15-minute chart, same thing. That just means every 15 minutes, a new candlestick will come out. Same thing with the 30-minute chart. After every 30 minutes, a new candlestick will form and come out. So that is just letting you know the overall direction of what the market is doing based off of the time zone that you choose. Now that we understand about candlesticks and how blue and red candlesticks means up or down, time frames, right? Again, it's just the amount of time each candle was moving in the market. That's all it is. Nothing extra. Now let's go ahead and go to our trading page. Now, as you guys can see in the trading page, you're not going to really see anything moving now because we're not currently in any trades. But for the sake of me showing you guys how it's going to be with the Shift app, when you're copying and pasting the signals in trades, you will then see how your trade page will change based off of the trades that you enter. Now, the history, one thing I love about the history is that this is actually where your trades are documented. So you are able to see the gains and losses of the profits that you've made off of the trades that you've entered within either the day. You can also check the week. You can also check the month. And you can also check the custom period that you want to check for. This is pretty much a history of the trades that you've won and loss, the profit that you've gained and lost. Okay. Now that we know that, let's go ahead and go to settings. Settings, you guys, is the part where I feel like a lot of people definitely want to make sure that you set this up right, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on charts right down here. When you click on charts, what you really want to do is you want to make sure that first, your candlesticks are definitely checked. You want to make sure that your candlesticks are checked. The volume, you really don't need your volumes. I personally do have my ask price line, but a lot of people don't. So you don't have to have that, but you do want to have your period separators, okay? After that, your trade levels, you also want to have that checked as well. And then after that, you want to go ahead and click on colors at the very bottom. Go ahead and screenshot this right here. Now, you want your foreground to be white, your grid to be black, your bar up to be blue, bar down to be red, bull candle to be blue, bear candle to be red, line chart white, volumes green, all this kind of stuff. You want to go ahead and screenshot this so that you can actually set your chart up like that. So this way, now when you go back to your charts, your chart looks like this, okay? Really nice and blue and red, and you can see everything that's going on perfectly nice and smooth, right? So a lot of people love to have their stuff set up like this. Now that we have this, let's go ahead and go into our Shift app so that we can actually go over how to actually use Shift, copy signals into your trading platform, and make money consistently. So let's go ahead and go over to that. All right, you guys, so now let's go ahead and check out our Shift app. Okay, so the Shift app is another app that you should have downloaded. Boom, so now we're here already. Now, as you guys can see, this is literally what the Shift app says. Now, for this sake, we actually don't have any active trades. All of our trades already hit TPs and stuff, which is amazing. So now usually on the far right bottom corner of each rectangle, you see where it says 1, where usually you want to wait until it says active, okay? But in this case, every single one of our trades already won. So there isn't a trade right now that says active, simply because all these trades we've already entered and we've already made money off of them. But we're going to wait for a no signal. There's always more that comes by. Moving forwards, anytime you want to enter a trade, you only want to enter if it says active in that far right bottom corner of each rectangle, as you guys can see. The next thing is that, as you guys can see, you guys are going to see the currencies that are shown above on the top left hand corner of each rectangle. On the top of the first rectangle, it actually says Euro USD. It says Euro USD. This trade was called on January the 21st of 2021 at 3:51 a.m. This trade was a buy. As you guys can see, it has a green word, and right next to that word is the entry price. Now it says 1.213. That is the entry of where that trade was called at. Now, as you guys can click on that arrow, you guys will actually get to see all of the trades that are, or all of the prices that we have to target. So as you guys can see, so far TP1 and TP2, which are take profit zones, have already been hit. So we still got about 6 more to go. Right under the calculator, you see where it says plus 47 pips on the far right hand corner in that same rectangle box, the first one. It says plus 47 pips. It's actually letting you know in real time we are actually up 46 pips right now. Now it's 45 pips, right? We're actually currently up right now in real time. We're up 45 pips in this trade. Now, usually when it comes to entering the market, if it was a new signal called, again, on the very bottom right hand corner, you want it to say active, and you only want to enter the trade if it says active and if the pip tracker is below plus 10 pips. If it's already up 20 pips and you didn't enter that trade and it still says active, you do not want to enter that trade, okay? Only enter if it is below plus 10 pips, okay? Now that you guys understand that, now let's go ahead and talk about how to copy a trade into MT4. This is honestly my favorite part. Now, in this case, what we're going to do is click that down arrow, you get to choose what take profit zone you want to aim for. Now, of course, if you aim for TP8, you're holding that trade a little longer. And if you're aiming for TP1, you're going to hold that trade a little shorter, if that makes sense, for a very short period of time. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and copy our take profit. All right. So in this case, TP1, TP2 already hit. So, and the reason why we know is because there's a check mark next to it. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click on TP3. Let's just pretend TP3 was TP1. So we're going to just simply copy the number. Now, as we see, it says this is a buy for Euro USD. So let's go ahead and go back to our MT4. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back to our MT4 and we're going to look for Euro USD. Boom. Now we got Euro USD added to our chart and we're going to open it. Now, in this case, we're going to go ahead and click trade. Once we click on the pair that we want to trade, we're going to go ahead and click on trade. And now it's going to open us up to this screen. As you guys can see, we're on Euro USD. This is a market execution trade. Majority of times it will always be market execution, as it was stated right here on the very top right hand corner of this box. It says market execution, but we're going to buy this trade. We've already copied our take profit. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our MT4. And all we're going to do is just paste our TP, our take profit right there where it says take profit. Okay. And then where it says stop loss, we're going to go ahead and go back to our shift app and we're going to go ahead and copy our stop loss right there. We're going to go ahead and copy that and we're going to also paste that in our stop loss box as well. Boom. Now, because we're going to buy, we're going to go ahead and click buy market. But now in this case, let's just say we don't want to risk too much of our account. We have a calculator that is going to help you not risk so much of the money in your account. Next to where it says Euro USD and you look on the right side, it has a little calculator. You click on that and this is how you determine how much money you want to risk. All you got to do is enter your account balance. Let's just say you're only trading with $100. That's okay. You only want to risk 4% of your account. Now, what you can do is you already typed the amount of balance you have. You only want to risk usually 2 to 4% of your account. After that, you will click calculate. So now look, it already tells you the lot size that you want to use for that trade. And it also tells you the amount that you'll be risking for this trade. So that'll be $4 that you're risking for this trade if you decide to use this calculator, which I believe is very handy, which is technically a 0.01 lot size. If it was to hit stop loss, you're only risking $4. So now that we know that we want to only use a 0.01 lot size, we can even go back to our MT4 and right underneath there is our lot size. You could change that to 0.01. And now you can enter for that trade. And now, of course, it's going to start negative. That's okay. That's normal. But what you want to do is make sure that you hold this trade until it hits either stop loss or take profit. Now, a lot of people do like to automatically close their trades. If you ever want to automatically close your trade, you only ever want to close your trade if you are in profit, if you choose to close your trade. Okay? Now, as you guys can see, anytime the numbers are red, that means you're negative. Anytime the numbers are blue, that means you're in profit. So the market is always going to fluctuate back and forth as the market is increasing or decreasing in value. But the point is to don't close your trade. Let it do what it do. Best thing I also love about trading is that anytime you're in the market and you enter a trade and you set up your stop loss and take profit, you no longer have to stare at your trade anymore. Just relax, kick your feet up, live your life, and just let your money make money for you. Now that we understand that aspect, let's go ahead and talk about how you can modify your trade. We've already explained how to use your lot size calculator. We already know how to copy and paste signals. And like I said, now let's just say if you decided that you wanted to maybe change your trade, right? You can click on modify and you can actually change your take profit or your stop loss. All right. So you can actually modify this and change the numbers so that, again, let's just say you forgot to put your stop loss. You can always go back in that trade and enter your stop loss. If you forgot to set your take profit, you can also do that and modify that trade. For example, let's just say if I decided to go ahead and just click buy on Euro USD without even putting my stop loss or take profit. I could still buy with no stop loss or take profit. But I can simply go back, modify it, and I can add those numbers back in again to make sure that my stuff is modified. And I can click modify and boom. Now I have a take profit and a stop loss. All right. So that is literally how you actually copy trades and paste it into your MT4. Now, the last thing is that, again, if you do end up wanting to close your trade, you can just simply hold on to it. You can click close and you can close in profit. Once you click close in profit, but right now this would be a negative, but if you was to close it, you would close your trade and you can check your history. And here is your trade history. It tells me that I was in a buy for Euro USD and I decided to close my trade with negative 16 cents. Okay. But again, you never want to close your trade in negative. Let your trade do what it do, you guys. That's the way you're going to make more money. You lose a lot more money when you just keep closing your trade in negative. Trust me. I've learned from that. I've made a lot more money just letting my trade sit there and do what it do while I'm living life. Okay. But yeah, so now that you guys understand that, I hope this video was helpful. And again, just a quick recap. Again, this is your quotes page. You only want to enter trades if it says active at the bottom, okay? As you guys can see, all these trades, we literally won. We won all these trades. Like, this is just so amazing, you guys. I love to shift that because of how transparent it is. Like look at this. TP7 was hit, TP6 was hit, TP7 was hit here, 6 over here, 3 over here, 4 over here, 2 over here, 1, 3, 2, 3. Like, oh my gosh, this is just crazy, right? I absolutely love it. But also, once you're new to Shift, you guys can also click on to Mastery. There's videos that's going to explain how to actually trade with Shift. So definitely check out those videos. Those are very helpful. And yeah. And then, of course, you got the pip stars for the educators that are catching all these pips for the week. These are our ratios right now. You know, all the green numbers are the pips that we won. All the red numbers are the pips that we've lost, right? And literally, we win more than we lose. On a monthly basis, we win more than we lose. This is crazy, you guys. And then all time, we win more than we lose, okay? So this is one thing I love about it. And another thing is that when it comes to Shift, you can actually determine who you want to take your trades from. Okay, as you guys can see on the top of the pip stars, we got DMC, Gus, Bri, Fred, Liv, Jeff, and Justin. So definitely, again, you can take the trades who you feel more comfortable taking your trades from. That's what I like about this too, the transparency of how much they win and lose. I love it. So yeah, you guys definitely use your Shift app. It's very, very profitable. It's going to help you make a lot of money. And I just really hope that this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and ask the questions down in the chat below, in the comment section down below. And yeah, and again, also go back to the person who sent you to this video so that if you do have questions, they can also help you as well. Okay, we want to make sure that everybody wins because the bottom is way too crowded. So again, we'll see all of you guys at the top. Have a blessed day.